So let's start today by closing our eyes. You can stay in a comfortable seated position, or you can come to lay on your mat. Whatever the position of your body, take your hands onto your belly and your chest. And just start to feel the way that your breath moves through your chest. As you breathe in, you might feel the top hand start to move. As you deepen your breath, your bottom hand might start to move, or it might not. Finding a connection to your body and to your breath. Then take your hands to your head. And start to run your fingers down your head, down your neck. And every place that you touch starts to soften. And then bring your hands down to your sides. And start to deepen your breath. Starting to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. As you breathe in, start to smell the lavender incense filling the room. And as you exhale, let go of anything in your mind, anything in your breath, in your body. Excuse me. That's not serving you today. Let's do that again on your exhale. It might be out through your nose or your mouth. One more time. Continuing to breathe in and out through your nose. I'm going to read a quote by Wayne Dyer. Practice the power of intention. The power of intention is the power of love and receptivity. It asks nothing of anyone, and it judges no one, and it encourages others to be free to be themselves. Remember, you were intended out of love, so you must be love in order to intend. I chose to focus on intention today because I rolled out this mat, which I haven't seen in a while. And the thing that you see first when you roll it out is set your intention. So take the time to set your own intention. It might be something you're working on in your schoolwork, something you're working on at home, in your practice. On your next inhale, fill your lungs with your intention. And then when you exhale, let it go. Practicing non-attachment. Slowly starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Starting to roll out your wrists and your ankles. Let your head rock from side to side. Maybe even rolling it out in circles. back to center. Come up to seated if you've been laying down. Take a big breath in. Reach your hands up high. And on your exhale, round forward, melt, release. Inhale, draw your belly in as you reach your arms high. Look up to the ceiling. And then round forward. Let it all go. Roll back up. Reach your arms up. Look up. And then release forward. Then start to open your feet out wide. Your hands might come to the insides of your legs. Then take a big breath in, grow tall again. If you're sitting on a cushion, you're going to roll to the edge of it so that you can tilt your pelvis a little bit more. Take a big breath in, squeeze your shoulders back, reach the top of your head up. And then exhale, round forward. Soften your toes, release everything. Then just start to sway a little bit from side to side. Starting to synchronize your movement with your breath. Starting to feel a stretch on either side of your torso as you move. Taking one more breath cycle like that. Come back to center. Roll back up to seated. And then slowly make your way all the way up to standing. Take a big breath in. Reach your hands high. Fold forward, bend your knees, let everything melt towards the ground. On your inhale, come up halfway, lengthen and strengthen as many muscles as you can. And on your exhale, melt forward. Half lift. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Release. Hang heavy. Let's even step our feet towards the edges of our mat. Slight bend in your knee. Start to sway. Releasing your low back. Releasing your neck. You might even shake your head out a little bit. You might stretch your legs for a little bit. Noticing the stretch deepen. As you listen to the flute, start to feel that airy feeling that you hear from the flute. Starting to walk your feet back to touch. Take a bend through your knees, let your hips lower down. Pull your belly button in towards your spine and then start to walk your hands up your legs. Powerful pose. Take a big breath in. Reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling and squeeze your shoulders back. Start to notice what's happening in your core. See if you can tuck your tailbone under and pull your belly button in a little bit tighter. Reach your arms parallel to the ground. See if you can squeeze your shoulders back. Hug your belly in a little bit tighter. Take a big breath in. Reach up, lengthen your legs. And then fold forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Halfway lift. fold. Bend your knees, walk your hands forward, coming into a downward facing dog. So spreading your feet a little bit wider, not too wide. If you were to walk back and check, it's no more than 2 fists apart. Take a big breath in. See if you can press your hips up and back. Let your head hang heavy. See if you can squeeze your shoulders down and back towards your hips. Draw your belly in, feel strong. Take a bend through your knees. Walk yourself up towards the top of your mat. Big breath in, roll yourself all the way up. Interlace your fingers once you get there. Take a big breath in, look up towards the ceiling, and then start to look back, coming into a gentle back bend. Lift up, look forward, release your arms down. Big breath in, reach up, and lower. Reach up, interlace again, and then on your exhale, lower down towards your left, coming into a crescent moon. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, shift towards the right. Come back to center. This time we're going to hold it on the other side, so we're going to press our hips towards the right, reach our hands towards the left, and feel like we're pulling our arms away from our hips. If your belly isn't already engaged, feel it pull in. Find length a little bit more through your back. Take a big breath in. Gently rise just a little bit. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slightly rise. Go a little bit deeper. Come all the way back to center, and then lower to the other side. Draw your belly in as you breathe in. As you exhale, lower a little bit farther. Breathe. Come back up to center, and then reach back again. Find length through your spine, through your neck. So you're reaching the back of your head up, looking up towards the ceiling, and then lifting back up, looking forward, releasing your hands down, folding forward. Place your hands down on the mat, bend your knees, step your feet back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, take them to the mat, and then let them come nice and wide, settling into a child's pose. Release your hips towards your heels. Let your shoulders melt. Let your head and your neck soften. You might even gently roll it out. You might even bring a little bit of movement into your hips. Gently roll back up to seated. Take a big breath in, find length through your spine. And then take your left hand down, reach your right hand over. So this is similar to crescent moon. You're feeling the same stretch through the side of your torso. And then again, feel like someone's pulling your arm towards your left. Take a big breath in, find a little bit of a lift. Exhale, you might lower a little bit further. Come all the way back to center and then lower over to the other side. Big breath in, find a lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. Come all the way back up. Mouth forward into a child's pose. from here, whether you grab books, a pillow, whether you grab blocks if you have them at home, we're going to take our hands out in front of us, onto our blocks, and then we're just going to melt down into our child's pose again. You might have your hands, your forearms, or your elbows on the blocks. And then just let your head hang heavy between your arms, starting to get a stretch through your shoulders. Now if this isn't a deep enough stretch for you, and you have blocks, you can go onto a higher height. If you have a pillow, you might grab onto a second or third pillow. And then again, just melting down towards the mat. Take your focus back onto your breath. If it's strayed, if you started to think about something from your day, something from your week, let it go. If focusing on your breath is a challenge, maybe coming back to your intention. Gently lift up through your chest. And then if you have blocks, you're just going to turn them back to their lowest height. If you have pillows and you brought an extra pillow, you might just lower it down. So you're taking your hands on this small little lift. You're pressing through tabletop, curling your toes under and pressing up and back into downward facing dog. Let your heels soften. Let your big toes press into the ground, drawing your belly in. Feel your elbows squeeze towards each other to fire up your arms. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. And if your shoulders are above your wrists and you're not quite in your plank, just step your feet back a little bit and press your heels back. Take a big breath in. Reach the top of your head away from your heels. Reach your heels away from your head. practice the power of intention. The power of intention is the power of love and receptivity. It asks nothing of anyone. It judges no one. And it encourages others to be free to be themselves. Remember, you were intended out of love, so you must be love in order to intend. Practice unbending intent. When you practice unbending intent, you match up with the intent of the all-creative universal mind. So keep a solid picture of the task you want to accomplish in your mind, and refuse to let that intention disappear. Meditate regularly. Take some time to be silent and repeat an inner mantra. Meditation allows you to make conscious contact with your source and regain the power of intention. Listen to your thoughts. Listen carefully to your inner thoughts, no matter how small or insignificant you may judge them to be. Those tenacious thoughts that just won't go away should be viewed by you as intention talking to you, saying, "You signed up to express your unique brilliance, so why do you keep ignoring it?" Practice the power of intention. Practice unbending intent. Meditate regularly and listen to your thoughts. Those 4 quotes were read from The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Thank you so much for sharing your practice, your energy, your breath, your light, and your love. Namaste means the light in me recognizes the light within you and bows to it. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this sunny Friday afternoon. Have a great day. So continue to focus on your breath. Once you've finished with your flows, let yourself settle into a nice, comfortable, relaxing final Shavasana, coming to lie on your back. Starting to feel your shoulders relaxing into your mat. Feeling the softness underneath the back of your head. Feeling your hips melting into the ground. Feeling your heels soften, your toes relax towards the sides. Breathe in and breathe out. Deeply in and slowly out. In and out. Keep your breath at a slow, steady pace, feeling every motion in and every release as you exhale. Start to control your breathing again.
Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it all go. Slowing your breath allows you to relax even further. Perseverance. The quality that allows someone to continue trying to do something even though it's difficult. Permanence, perseverance, and persistence, in spite of all obstacles, discouragements, and impossibilities. It's this that in all things distinguishes the strong soul from the weak. Many of life's failures are people who didn't realize how close they were to success when they gave up. That was said by Thomas Edison. Linda Poindexter said that one small crack doesn't mean you're broken. It means you were put to the test and you didn't fall apart. As you refocus on your physical strength, you're thinking about your emotional strength. You're harnessing it, you're using it. You're feeling that nice deep breath as it starts to fuel your muscles, letting your muscles get even stronger. And as you feel the strengthening in your muscles, you feel the strengthening in your emotions. You're starting to feel that soft but strong armor building up. Soft enough that you can still let others in, be open, be honest, and protective enough to shield you from the negative of others, the harm that some may do. Knowing that you deserve the best. Reminding yourself of your worth. Repeat to yourself, I am enough. I am strong. I am capable. I will release my fears. I'll use them as my strengths. I will keep breathing. I will keep smiling. I will keep laughing. I am enough. Take your hands to touch in front of your chest. Gently bowing your head, releasing any tension in your neck. Softening your shoulders. Letting your fingertips release, relax into each other. Press your thumbs in towards your chest, feeling your heartbeat, feeling your breath. Just taking a few moments to thank yourself for the time you've carved out of your day, the time you've dedicated to yourself, to take care of yourself, to send yourself some love. The word namaste means the light in me recognizes the light in you and bows to it. Namaste. Take as much time as you need here in this final resting pose. And when you're ready to move, moving very slowly, continuing to move with breath, continuing to smile. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day.